Good morning, class. Welcome to O.K.A. 101. Thank you for your comments. Those I got. Some people sent me comments on Facebook. One thing is you guys can't see my hands. They are here. The other thing is it seems that the videos are kind of rushed. And it's not because I'm nervous. It's because I want to get this information to you as fast as possible. So I'm going to slow it down. The videos will be just a little bit longer, but the information will still be the same. And it's going to be very imperative to your performance and your success as a O.K.A. member. So let's kind of start today. Number one, thank everybody for coming out. That was one of the biggest events that we've had in the last couple of years. We're still tallying up. I think that I posted there was around 170, 175, and I think we were still upwards of those numbers. So thank you very much for coming out and supporting Adam Estes. His family really appreciated. I really appreciated. I took it to heart, as well as most of you guys that knew Adam, and those that didn't, you got to experience the essence of who Adam was as a competitor. He's a really great friend, loyal guy, very funny, really funny. He told jokes all the time, couldn't stop playing around. Just somebody that enjoyed life. That being said, let's get to some other things. I keep looking down because I have some notes here that things I want to hit on before we get onto our topic. There was a certain request that we talk about the open division, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. Now, if you check above, there's a link up top where you can clip and you can go back to the previous video. Throughout the videos, it's going to keep evolving. Every video that comes up every Wednesday at the very top of the page, you can always click and go to the previous video from before so you can catch up on what you missed. Last video was how to be an O.K.A. member and what active members are and what their benefits are. This one is about the open division. But as of last night, midnight, when I talked to Mr. Bass, and I posted this earlier as well, and we had to check the numbers just to make sure. Out of 63 members, 98 of them are brand new members to the O.K.A. Now, last year we had 2 years ago we had 100 and I think a little bit shy of 120, maybe 115. Last year, 148, 150. This year, after our first tournament, and we're still getting membership registrations in and applications, 162, 163. That's one tournament. So throughout this year, more members are going to join. There were certain groups that could not come to the event. Saturday, they sent their condolences, and they made sure to check on Facebook and our YouTube page and our Twitter account to keep up with what was going on at the tournament. I said this before in my post. I can smell it. I can smell 300 competitors. I came from that era it's not too far gone, but it was just laying dormant for a little bit. We had 300 competitors or more at events. We had 200-300 spectators out in the stands, big arenas, big venues, a lot of competition. I remember competing with 19 guys in the same division. I'm not talking about the lower divisions. The lower divisions, the younger divisions are always stacked. But I'm talking about 15, 16, 17, 18. And what we saw Saturday were that our adult divisions, as well as our teenage divisions, have gotten bigger. Next thing, besides the current member count and the members that we have, your O.K.A. cards, there's two groups. You have the black belts, and then you have the underbelts. Now, when you get your ring card from the very front desk, make sure that when you go to the O.K.A. table that you fill out. If you filled it out, Miss Marie Kenyon Dewey or whoever is helping her at the table will go through that card before you leave. They'll tell you if everything's filled out and let you know that you're good to go. Miss Marie Kenyon Dewey is our new secretary. Saturday was her first day on the job. She got help from Miss Kelly Bass. Thank you very much. I tried to step in and help, but setting up and getting the event ready, I was, all over the place. So we apologize for any discrepancies we have in the scores and discrepancies we have with ring cards not being available. Mr. Marty McGrew, who is one of our top certified judges, suggested some things that we could change, and we're going to try to implement those and get those to the membership so you guys can understand what's going on later in the year or possibly next year. But the number one thing that helps us on your end is to make sure your ring card is filled out completely. And I don't have any today. We ran completely out of the event, along with, and this brings me to my next topic, your rule books, your 2014 rule books. Now, there was a misprint. It says 2013. I addressed that earlier. It's not 2013. This is a 2014 rule book. So make sure you get your copy. This is the only book that's left. This is my copy. All your center judges, all your side judges, your arbitrators will have this rule book on hand. So if you ask them a question, they shouldn't be scratching their head and looking around. Get their rule book out of their top and find the page where to answer your question. We're not leaving anything up to chance. Everything is in black and white for everybody to see. Let's backtrack just a little bit about ring cards. So on your end, fill out the ring card completely at the top. If you're an O.K.A member, it says fill out your O.K.A number. If you did not get your O.K.A number at this event, again, we'll get it to you at Mr. Bowles' event, which is March 29th in Cushing, Oklahoma. And then if you're not at that event, what I'll try to do is contact you, give you your number, and we'll have your O.K.A identification card waiting for you at the next event that you're present at. Now for the black belts, everybody, the black belts, we try to accommodate you guys and we try to help you out when you come and help the events by giving you food and water, but you have to fill out your cards. If it's a last minute deal and you're thinking about competing, you have to talk to Mr. Bass first to make sure to cover your competition fee, because all the money goes back to you, the member. So you pay essentially for your award for the end of the year. But get with him, then he'll walk you to the table, he'll make sure you get a ring card and fill it completely out. We need your name, your address, your email, your O.K.A number. This helps us create a email list and a list of verified members, so we know who's a member of the O.K.A and we can see who's coming to events, who's not, so on and so forth. So we need to make sure that you guys fill out everything completely and get that stuff back into us. Other than that, fill out your cards, get them to us. I will put in a new order for ring cards, and in the next Wednesday's video, I'll go over that. We'll zoom in on the card and we'll go step by step down through it. Make sure you get your rule books next time as well. We ran completely out between our judges, between our members. If you did get a rule book, you can always email at oka.martialarts@yahoo.com, or you can just come up and tell us at the event. Now let's move on to our big topic. The big topic for today is open division. What does that mean? There were specialty weapons, musical kata, specialty kata, demonstration. What else did we have? We had so many different divisions, and essentially there's not enough competitors to make a full division. So what we did was combine all that together. So it's the best of the best for open, which is non-traditional forms. Now the difference between open and non-traditional, we've adopted the system for the Martial Arts Masters Association, which states that forms and weapons, no 360-degree kicks, the weapon doesn't leave your hand, no cartwheels or etc. Just anything extra that you want to throw in for flair. And what we'll do is we'll get the documentation from the Martial Arts Masters Association. We'll do a small informative newsletter and try to get that out, or we'll send it out with the email list, or however we can to get it out to you guys so you can read through that description for what classifies as traditional and what classifies underneath the open category. But we basically combined all those events into the open, so it's the best of the best. Now we still keep our age divisions, 11 and under open, and then 12 to 17 open. Then you have black belt open, and really the black belts just do the musical and the weapons. But what we're going to do is just consider that all open. It's one division, so it's the best of everything. So I could have a musical weapon versus a musical kata, or a musical kata versus a empty hand demonstration within that age range. So hopefully that clears up everything for the open division. If you have any more questions, again, check your corners, top and bottom, the Twitter account, Facebook account, YouTube channel, which there's always a little logo in the top left-hand corner, and then always the email address. Now we have two email addresses. The one that's primarily used for questions, concerns, and comments is oka.martialarts@yahoo.com. Again, that's oka.martialarts@yahoo.com. The other one, which you can send your videos to so we can directly upload them to YouTube, is and the O.K.A. within this, the acronyms for OK will always be capitalized, but Oklahoma Karate Association, one word, @gmail.com. Again, that's, and just right above, Oklahoma Karate Association @gmail.com. Thank you guys for tuning in for another O.K.A 101. Class is dismissed.